Hello, what's up? Last episode, we carved foam and did our best keeping our lungs fiberglass free. Today, the insulation finally gets finished. We're adding wooden ribs for a solid mounting base and a shiny Vapour barrier. I even found time to fix up that rusty sidestep. Plus, we're finally moving forwards, installing the wood cladding. But watch out, I made a rookie mistake that ended up costing me hours of frustration. Learn from my fail and let's get this camper finished already. What's up? I'm Mihai and this is my best friend Saya. That van behind us? Well, that's our ticket to freedom, and in the last couple of years she's made the whole world my backyard. And trust me, things can get wild. Make sure you follow my progress.
So here we are again. We bought structural plywood from Wix, and Mihai's got a 3D design here of how to cut all of these, because we are going to use them in the van as to put them here as rims and batons to be able to drill our furniture in and stuff. So we'll show you guys the final product, but yeah, he's just doing this now.
After cutting all the wood strips to size, I started mounting them into place with both self-tapping screws and adhesive, to make sure that nothing will come apart no matter what. For whatever reason, I did not film most of this process, so here's a fancy animation I made for you that shows how everything came together. This is also when I put in the mounting plate for the motorized TV arm. I carved the space for it in the foam panel and mounted the plate to both ceiling ribs with heavy-duty L brackets, making it strong enough for me to hang on and do pull-ups from. Unnecessarily strong, but I do like going overboard sometimes.
I'm in the van, and this is the situation right now. Just a lot of bullshit everywhere and very, very untidy. I need to trim this insulation off. It is very warm in here, and the wood ceilings are not even on yet, or the heater is not installed, and it is very warm, and outside is pretty cold. So the insulation is working. That's amazing. You could easily stay in a t-shirt here. It's 10th of October. I'm not sure when you're going to see this video by the time we decide to actually edit and put it out on YouTube, but you will see it one day. We are struggling quite badly right now because we have all of this stuff here and we don't have a workshop, so we just keep rotating around our friend's house in front of his driveway and just trying to do it here in front of our building. We decided to just take it task by task. We wanted to initially have both of the walls done with Reflectix and have the really cool time lapse on YouTube and everything, but it's just gonna have to be bit by bit because this wall actually now is kind of ready to put Reflectix on, whereas the other one we still need to figure out some things, and there's a whole lot of stuff here. It's unbelievable how long the installation took. I think it's because we also have to work, and then by the time we come from work or Mihai comes from work, it's already kind of darkish outside and we only have 2-3 hours to work, or it rains and we can't take everything out from the van. This is the reality if you don't have a workshop or a space to work. Otherwise, I'd say building a van so far has been pretty straightforward, except that we struggled with having a proper electricity source because our house is quite far away. I thought I would explain what we're attempting to do today. We're gonna put Reflectix over this wall, and then hopefully we get that done today. I was hoping we get to do all the Reflectix today, but I don't think that's gonna be possible. Enjoy!
Again, I'm sealing any possible gap with tape to keep any moisture away from the metal walls and prevent rust and mold forming. It felt so good to finally start gluing in the bubble foil, it was quite satisfying to fit into place as well. I should have also glued some of it on the exposed metal around the window frame. I have no idea why I didn't at the time. I was about to add the other half of the ceiling foil when I realized I forgot to add spray foam in the gap between the ceiling and the wall. So then I had to find something else to do while the foam hardened, which is why I randomly decided to carve the electric sockets, as well as sand and repaint the rusty sidestep, as you'll see in a bit. It was quite easy using the power tool to do the carving. This was also when I randomly decided I did not need that plug on the right, so the black outline is still there to this day. I have no idea why I didn't repaint the step all the way back when I did the rest of the floor, but it did come out so nice and bright. And now for the last bit of foil. I had to pay attention to fit all of the mounting screws through without wrinkling it too much, but all in all it all came out looking so good. And this is the moment when I made the biggest blunder yet. I was always planning to paint over the cladding, but I thought it a good idea to paint the back of them first with primer to prevent them from warping and absorbing moisture from that side. All the best intentions, right? Turns out I messed up massively on the execution and was not careful not to put any paint on the tongue and in the groove of each plank, which led to none of the planks fitting in properly with each other, making me have to use insane amounts of brute force later to force them to fit. This whole decision ended up costing me tens of hours of frustration, turning the cladding install into a multi-day chore when it should have been easily done in a day. this is just a teaser of the struggle. This 50-second clip took more than 10 minutes in real time and it still didn't fit right. If you want to see a broken man struggle for hours on the most monotonous task, then the next episode is for you. See you then!